Today, I'm going to tell you about my book, Couture Sewing Techniques. This was the first book to accurately describe haute couture techniques. The book includes many hints and techniques that will help you improve your sewing no matter what your skill level is. The first edition was published in 1993. The revised edition was published in 2011. For full disclosure, if you purchase a new copy, I'll receive a royalty. The book was originally published by the Taunton Press. In 2024, the Taunton books were sold to Abrams Books, but they are still available from bookstores, retailers, online, and of course, Abrams Books. In this video, most of the photos were taken by Ken Howie in Phoenix, Arizona, and unless indicated otherwise, the garments are in my personal collection. Couture sewing is divided into two parts: the basics of couture sewing and applying couture techniques. In this video, I'll provide a sneak preview from each chapter. Throughout the book, I have used garments from my personal collection as well as museum designs to illustrate how various techniques are used. This dress on the cover is a 1950s design from London couturier Hardy Amies. It was the inspiration for one of the patterns I designed for Vogue patterns. Part 1 focuses on the basics of couture sewing. This stunning two-piece dress was made in the San Francisco I. Magnin Custom Salon in 1948. The fabric is a border print on silk muslin. One of my instructors at Laney College had been the head draper at I. Magnins. Chapter 1 focuses on the world of haute couture, what it is, its history, how it works, and how to order your first couture design. This dress and the Vogue pattern were inspired by a Guy Laroche design. The dress is fabricated in an unusual satin wool brocade. The dress is cut on the bias and has a single seam at center back. The zipper is inserted in a dart under the arm. The muslin toile was used to refine the fit and determine how to write the pattern guide. This opulent Caloswares gown is in the collection of the Museum of the City of New York. Chapter 2 focuses on hand sewing. This silk chiffon blouse is made entirely by hand. It is attributed to Coco Chanel and similar to a blouse in the V&A collection in London. The blouse features alternating strips of pin tucks and lace insertions. You probably know how to make a thread chain, but do you know how to make the end of the chain so it will be secure? Pick up a stitch or thread before you close the last loop. Chapter 3 focuses on shaping the garment. This jacket was designed by Gilbert Adrian, an important movie designer, as well as an American couturier. Adrian is known for his intricate seams and insets. The seaming on this lace gown by Castillo is almost impossible to find. Chapter 4 focuses on edge finishes. The opening on this Dior design is finished with an extended facing on the bodice and a separate facing for the collar. The double piping was a favorite edge finish for Charles Frederick Worth. Worth is considered the father of haute couture. Chapter 5 focuses on closures. Designed by Marc Bohan for Christian Dior, this evening gown has a very convoluted placket, which, when closed, obscures the zipper. The photo is by Brian Sanderson. It is courtesy of the FIDM Museum in Los Angeles, California. The Dior dress is in the FIDM Museum. One of the techniques in this chapter is an easy way to make a small button larger. First, a ring is covered with fabric. Then a small button is sewn inside the ring. Voila! Now you have a very elegant button. The focus in Part 2 is applying the couture techniques you learned in Part 1. This Chanel design is trimmed with a double piping at the neck and the armholes. The corded piping was made and applied by hand. Chapter 6 focuses on skirts and pants. This stunning manbouche skirt is pleated with a shaped yoke to flatter the figure and fit smoothly under the suit jacket. This Chanel skirt features inverted pleats. To reduce bulk, a lining stay replaces the tops of the pleats. Chapter 7 focuses on blouses and dresses. From the 1960s, this dress is attributed to Emmanuel Ungaro. It has a funnel neck and square armholes. The jacket is designed to showcase the insets on the dress. Designed by Castillo, an elastic stay is used on the sweetheart neckline so it will not gap when you lean over. Chapter 8 focuses on sleeves. This suit was designed by the English couturier Lachasse in the late 1940s. The suit showcases the influence of Dior's new look. This jacket was the inspiration for a Vogue pattern I designed. The Yves Saint Laurent jackets have an interfacing in the cap to support the sleeve. Chapter 9 focuses on pockets. This suit was designed by Chanel in 1967. The pockets, cuff, and collar are trimmed with self fabric, which was cut off and resewn. Look at the ends of that pocket flap. Isn't that an interesting detail? As you can see, couture pockets are assembled quite differently from ready-to-wear and home sewing. This is much easier than you might think. Chapter 10 focuses on jackets and coats. This Yves Saint Laurent jacket is a traditional man-tailored jacket from 1978. It is lined with silk charmeuse. The jacket design is timeless. Look how the pockets stand away from the body of the jacket. Here you can see the inner structure of the jacket. Look carefully and you can see how the dart is balanced with a strip of interfacing, so there's no ugly ridge on the outside of the jacket. Chapter 11 focuses on designing with fabric. This beautiful lace blouse was designed in the 1950s. The lace is cut on the lengthwise grain in front and the cross grain in back. It is assembled with applique seams and multiple appliques at the edges. The front has a zipper at the center. This design by the House of Worth uses the selvage edge and the wrong side of the fabric to create the collar. Chapter 12 focuses on special occasion designs. This stunning Chanel design has an organza cape. The dress is fabricated with strips of mylar on an organza base. The hem is finished with a ruffle cut on the selvage. The dress opens on the left with snaps at the shoulder and around the armhole to the zipper at the underarm. I first saw this skewed ruffle on an Yves Saint Laurent evening gown, but I've also seen it used on petticoats for support. So I encourage you to try it and see what you might design using this skewed ruffle. Here is the back cover. So we have come to the end. I hope you have enjoyed this quick look at my book, Couture Sewing Techniques. I'm Claire Shaeffer. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this visit, join my channel and we'll look at more interesting designs as well as some techniques.